Hello, Taurus. It's Nige, the Tarot Snob, and I am back with another weekly tarot scope for the week of November 1st, 2020. I cannot believe it is November already, but I'm not going to lie. I'm excited about this year flying by. Taurus, this reading is going to be for those of you that have a special somebody on your mind, your husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, your lover, your friend, your crush, your homie, your ex, your next, the person that you are thinking about and just can't get off your mind. This reading is going to be for them, okay? Actually, let's go ahead and get right into it. Make sure you're following me on Instagram, gypsy_hustle. Free readings every Friday in my story. Send me an email if you want to schedule a reading with me. I'll send you the rates and also the times that I have available. I'll put those links in the description. Make sure you subscribe to this channel and like the damn video and share the damn video because it helps other Taurus like yourself get a hold of me. All right, let's get right to it. Taurus, I know that we have been all over the place lately. 6 and 7 different Taurus been like popping in, 3 and 4 different stories. I think that I'm going to start doing the live videos because I have so many different stories that come in. I want to reshuffle and get everybody's story. So I think that I'm going to start doing the live videos. That way I can kind of dedicate more time to each sign. Talk to me in the comments if that's something that you guys would like. All right, so Taurus, it's always with Taurus, it's always like good and bad at the same time. And that's what makes me think that I'm reading more than one person. But this could just be the roller coaster that you and this person have. So I do have the 3 of Cups. So this is saying like, hey, you and the person that you're thinking about are having a good week. You and the person are having you guys are in love this week. That's your boo this week. You guys have been caking this week. Like you guys seem to be really getting along. Okay. I think that maybe you tried something different with them and you were successful at it, or maybe they, tried a different approach with you. I just feel like the relationship has been on the upswing this week. The roller coaster that you guys are constantly on, you're on the up part of the roller coaster this week is what I'm getting. Okay. And I do have the 3 of Wands. So I'm also feeling like maybe a lot of my tourists have been really trying to think about the relationship and just evaluate it and just take a step back and say, again, like I said every week, is this something that I really want? Do I want to be bothered with this person? Why is this person in my life? Why did this person come around me? Like you just been thinking, trying to overanalyze this entire situation with this person. Why are they in my life? Is it meant to be with this person? Why is this person come to me? Like, why did we meet? Like, I know, how you guys can do sometimes. So I feel like that's what you're doing with this person. The reason why you're questioning the relationship so much is because, here we go, you get frustrated by this person. Sometimes this person is not doing everything that you want them to do. They're really good. You really love them or you really like them, depending on where you are in the relationship. You're really into them, but they just do things sometimes that irritate you. Here we go. The 9 of Swords. You're at night, up at night thinking about them because they're just driving you crazy. They said something stupid. They did something stupid. You know what I'm saying? Why is this person great until this person has to be great? Like basically it's kind of like the vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like they're good until it's time to be good. And I just feel like it's just so much back and forth. Like your feelings change from week to week with this person because their actions change week to week, or maybe the vibe just changed week to week, or, they say something stupid once. I can't stress that enough. So I feel like that's why I always get this energy with Taurus, because the person that you're seeing doesn't seem to be consistent. It really is that roller coaster type deal. I do have this peeking through. So yes, let me see here. Okay, I needed to clarify it. So, yeah, I have this peeking through. Let's start here. I don't know if this is the same Taurus or if this is another Taurus, but let's get into it because I was feeling it. When I saw this card, just so you can know how I do my readings, when I saw this card, I don't like to jump to conclusions when I say the 3 of Swords. I don't want to automatically say, oh, you're being cheated on, or, oh, this is another person, or, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I always say, if you've been following me, the 3 of Swords for me is a person, place, or a thing. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's a third party, a woman or a man interrupting your relationship. Doesn't mean you're being cheated on or anything like that. It could just be that this person is giving something else more attention than you. Something is definitely disrupting a relationship though. Okay, so what I need to do to clarify to see if this is a person is pull a couple of more cards. And this is the cards that I pulled when I wanted to clarify whether or not it was a person. So justice to me in this situation does mean that possibly you suspect that this person is not being honest with you, possibly telling some lies, possibly seeing somebody else. I did get the Empress there. The Empress does show up for me when I'm, when I'm asking the guys, is there somebody else? The Empress will make their way through. So I do think for some of my Taurus, you are dealing with somebody who's possibly seeing somebody else, who's possibly not being honest about their status or not being honest about, who they're seeing, or not being honest about an ex. I say it's an ex because this did pop in as well. So this, your Taurus, not your Taurus, I'm sorry, unless you're a cross watcher, but your Taurus lover could possibly be dipping in something else, or still has some lingering feelings for somebody else, or still not completely out of their past relationship. So I do see a little bit of that. Not for all of you. If this is not your story, please don't make it apply. Don't try to squeeze it in there. But for some of you, you know who you are. If this is your story, yes, your Taurus is possibly dipping into something else. Or for me, it feels more like it's somebody that's lingering. I don't 100% feel like it's somebody that's new, but you would know, like I said, if it's somebody that is new. I feel more like it's an ex, though, that they're still seeing, or somebody that they already know is who they've been kind of messing around with. All right, so lots of up and down energy for my Taurus. Overall, I feel like this is a good week for you and that person, but I do think that, you guys are going to continue that trend of going up and down. So maybe next week they'll get on your nerve, or, maybe next week, or they get on your nerve now and the next week will be good. That's pretty much the vibe I've been getting lately with Taurus. It's just that up and down feeling. Let's see how they are feeling about you, okay? And this is going to be how they feel about you, the situation, the relationship. What do they want? They want more. Let's just kind of get their vibe. For me, this vibe, we'll take all those. The vibe is, it is real time, but also it's just kind of like an overall how they feel about you. So let's just see what comes up. I did get the Two of Swords. I did get the Temperance. So remember, that to me kind of deals with this, because remember I said that for some of you, you're dealing with somebody who's possibly seeing somebody else, or possibly just dipping around, or still talking, or still, things are still lingering with the other person. So I do feel like they're trying to make a choice between you and this new person, or you and this old person. I do feel like they're trying to balance both their feelings for you and the other person. They're trying to balance both relationships. So a lot of that is coming through. Ace of Swords definitely is the card that I pull when this person is thinking, I can't win either way. You know what I'm saying? The Ace of Swords is like, no matter what they choose, they're going to be damned either way. So I think that right now, what your person is feeling about you in the relationship, I do think that they're kind of back and forth. I do feel like it's possible they think the relationship is at a crossroads, like they don't know if they want to continue or if they want to walk away. We'll see. I was going to say they don't know if they want to continue or walk away. And then here we go with the Five of Pentacles, which represents walking away. But I do have the Lovers. So to me, that feels like, I said we'll get the Hangman, because that's just even more confusion. But to me, that just feels like this person is into you. But I do feel like a part of them is just, they're really unsure about how they feel. Or I think that at this point they can take or leave the relationship. Remember that up and down I said that you guys have, and that roller coaster. I think that they've been okay with the roller coaster, and you guys are getting along right now. But I feel like at this point there possibly is something, or someone else that has piqued their interest, I suppose, or just, if it's not even a person, like I said, it's just a thing or something that it's making them just kind of, maybe you've noticed and they're a little bit distant from you. That's because of the energy that I'm getting. And then also, or I shouldn't say it's because of the energy that I'm getting, but that's just the energy that I'm getting, that maybe some of my Taurus lovers are a little distant. This is also what I pull when I ask how they're feeling about you in the relationship. So there's more distance there. thoughts of pulling back, thoughts of walking away possibly. I've got the Tower. I don't know if you guys had a big fight or anything, but they've got some Tower energy coming off of them, which means that maybe sometimes they think you could be too much. Maybe sometimes they never know what they're going to get with you. And we'll see if we get the Seven of Cups for that one. I think that sometimes they are like, you're this one way or one day, and then you're, a whole nother way on a whole nother day. I think that that's the vibe that I get, that how they feel about you. They never know what they're going to get with you. But then at the same time, I pulled the Lovers. So the Lovers is telling me that like I said, they're into you. They really do, want to make this work. But I think that there's a lot in them that is just unsure about this relationship, and there's a lot about them that's makes them not, or I should say a lot about you that makes them feel like they don't 100% know if they want to move forward. And that's why I keep saying they can kind of take or leave the relationship. They're waiting for something to kick in to make them say, okay, this is really what I want. Because right now, some of my Taurus lovers are kind of, swaying away and, stepping back because of something else on this side. And then some of my Taurus lovers just 100%, they're just not sure if, you're the one that they want to be with long term. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think that the energy coming from my Taurus lover is like what I would love to see. I think that they're enjoying your time and enjoying your space, but I don't know if they're like all in. Like, not at this moment. This is the vibe I'm getting. They're not all in at the moment. And you are not all in yourself because you're tired of that whole roller coaster, and you're tired of this person not really being consistent. You know what I'm saying? So you're not 100% all in yourself. And then I did pull these two as well, these two last clarifying cards. So I feel like they do think that you are a lot of work. Dealing with you or being with you is a lot of work. That's probably why I got that Tower. And then but at the same time, they still kind of want to hang on to you. They still don't want to walk away just yet. They're still trying to see where this could go. But you better believe that this Taurus lover is keeping their options open. They are. Let's see what's going to happen next between you and this person this week, next week, going into December. We will take that one. We'll take that one as well. And we'll take that one. Well, this is just telling me like the vibe between you guys. You know what I'm saying? Like what's going to happen in November. Is there anything that we should look out for in November? Okay. And we will take that one as well. Okay. I do have the Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune always is change and luck and fortune and things to come. So I do feel like there'll be a little change in the relationship. Not a whole lot. I think that, you guys will continue your little upward swing. I don't see a whole lot of change here. I'm getting like a lot of king energy. I did get the Knight of Swords. So I do feel like there's going to be some kind of rushed or forced feeling between you both. But to me, this actually, honestly, this feels more like passion. Like I think that you guys will have, when you're on your up, it'll be like more of a passionate month. It's the vibe that I'm getting from this. I did pull this, but honestly, I don't think that this means anything. This isn't saying anything to me. I think this just happens to just come up because that happens sometimes. I wouldn't worry about this. This isn't saying anything to me. I pull it and I'm not getting anything. So I don't think that this means anything. Don't be afraid that you guys are going to break up because I don't see a breakup here in November at all. This could signify that something new is approaching, but the surrounding cards does not, tell me that something new is approaching. It does not support that. So this to me, I'm not getting a whole lot of vibes for this. So do not be afraid of that. But I can say that there is going to be a change, a small change, not a lot, but you'll notice a change in them. I think it's for the better. You'll notice a slight change in them in November. That seems to be the vibe for you guys. But for the most part, it still kind of feels like this person will be a little inconsistent. Like I said, you'll see a slight change, not major change. I do have the Seven of Pentacles. I still feel like this relationship is going to be a lot of work because they feel like you are a lot of work. And then my Nine of Wands usually comes up when you're ready to give up, but the guys are like, no, don't give up just yet. Let's wait and see. So I would say that, if any of you are thinking about walking away, if it's time, it's time. But for the most part, let's see what happens. Remember I said there's a change coming. Let's see what that change is, if that changes for the better. I feel like it is, but let's hold off before we start making major decisions. Let's go ahead and see what this change is that you start to sense them. Let's see if it's for the better before we make a major decision, okay? All right, thank you so much to my Taurus for stopping by. Remember to follow me on Instagram, gypsy_hustle. Free readings every Friday in my store. You guys do not want to miss that. I submit the question box. You submit your question. I give you a simple yes or a no. Okay. And then also tarotsnob@gmail.com is how you can book a reading with me. I'll send my rates and the times that I have available. I'll put those links in the description to make it easier for you. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the video, and also share the video with other Taurus like yourself who could possibly benefit from this, okay? Thank you guys so much. Remember, if this reading resonated with you, say, girl, hi. If it did not, it's all good. I won't be upset. Say, girl, bye.